Comet Leonard made its last spectacular display with an eye-on tail in the solar wind. View of Comet Leonard from above Australia. Comet Leonard is out of sight, but we can't help but do the final show. The comet, officially known as Comet C/2021A1, discovered just a year ago. Earth December 12 will be the climax of a month full of the best observation opportunities, but as the comet continued to pass through the inner solar system, something changed. Its tail looked like a twisted streamer, even as the core comet it became brighter. Xuanji Yi, a comet-specialized astronomer at the University of Maryland, told Space.com, "For some reason, we've decided to unleash some explosions that have regained life and reversed the decline." Related, Comet Leonard, the brightest comet of the year, is declining and behaving strangely. Comet is notorious for being unpredictable, and in that respect Comet Leonard is not anomalous. The comet, first discovered in January 2021, caught the eye of scientists for two main reasons. It was a rare journey from the outer zone of the cold of the solar system and carrying that its path was very close to the sun. To the Earth. Skywatcher wanted the approaching pair will add Comet Leonard to this year's observational opportunity. However, during the preparation period for the Earth's flyby in December, Comet Leonard stopped brightening at the expected speed. Observers expect the comet to brighten both when it approaches Earth due to a decrease in distance and when the temperature rises and the comet approaches the sun to release more material. However, for Comet Leonard, this tendency was not completely true. It looked bright, but only because of the shorter distance. Regarding the unique characteristics of comets, it actually faded. However, as he continued to approach the sun, Comet Leonard changed again and Skywatcher was hypnotized with a dramatic twisted tail. The new sight is solar wind, the flow of charged plasma particles constantly flowing from the sun across the solar system. Comets have two tails, one made of dust and the other made of ions. Also, because the ions are charged particles, the comet's ion tail is particularly susceptible to formation by the solar wind and magnetic fields. In the interplanetary space, what we see here is all sorts of visual effects caused by the effects of the solar wind, Yi said. Most of the fascinating effects you see in your photos come from the ion tail. Coincidentally, astronomers were already looking at Comet Leonard's ion tail. An episode of The Strange Decline in December questioned scientists that the comet might collapse. This is the first event indicated by the disappearance of the ion tail, but that's not happening. Currently, comets seem to be on track, and it's mainly the solar wind that plays that role, said Yi. Comet Leonard Closest approached the sun reached the sun on Monday within about 56 million miles from the sun. Currently, comets are accelerating outward across the solar system. By the beginning of next year, it will be about as far from the sun Jupiter. It was about that distance when astronomers first found it. And Comet Leonard has overtaken the sun before this year, but it will never happen again. That orbit is because it is carried across the solar system into the interstellar space. Comet Leonard was a major target for amateur astronomy, but it is difficult for observers in the north to see. It now looks very low in the southwestern sky just before sunset for skywatchers far south of Washington, D.C. By mid-January, Comet Leonard will be exclusively overhead during all daytime in the mainland United States. If you're looking for gear to observe celestial bodies like Comet Leonard, check out our guide. Best binoculars deals and that best telescope deal for night sky imaging equipment, the best camera for astrophotography when the best lens for astrophotography guide. Editor's note: if you want to take pictures of amazing comets and night sky and share them with Space.com readers, please send us pictures, comments, names and location. Face photos at Space.com. Email Megan Bartles to bartles@space.com or follow her on Twitter at @meganbartles. To follow on Twitter Space.com from Facebook.